Hi, my name is Jace Cabrera. I'm here with Go and Thrive, and today I'm going to be talking about the art of customer loyalty and understanding your customers. So let's get right into it. Customer loyalty describes a decision of a customer to consistently buy from you due to the belief that they think you give the best service or have the best product out there. Now, customers who abandon an online shopping cart should be reminded that the item is still available. You may be asking, why should I do this? Well, if you shoot them with a quick email and tell them, I'll give you 10% off if you complete this order, this will make the customer feel like they're being valued and you care about them. Now, this will bring a higher rate to completing that sale because one, you're giving a discount code to them. Two, because they feel more happy because you're reducing the retail price or whatever you're reducing. Now, it's more important that you make something that that other business cannot have, or that beats the other type of business that your product can relate to. Now, reviews and testimonials are highly important to those cold clients. Now, I could relate to this because once my friend came up to me and told me, "Oh, look at this shirt. You know, it's actually pretty sick, and I like it." And I told them, "Oh, where'd you get it? Where'd you get it at?" And the place that he actually got it at was a place that I did not trust, and I did not think it was a good quality. Good quality when I saw it online, but when I saw it physically in hand, I was just like, wow, it's actually good quality, and that drove me to making the purchase. So that's why reviews and testimonials are highly important. Now, customers are loyal to the businesses that care about their needs. Now, you want to make sure your businesses drive their needs to them. Majority of the customers don't care about building a strong relationship. They just care about you providing the needs and all that. Now, most brands have developed a cult, which is a following that they do something out of their business to help others. Now, one good example is Tom's. Tom's makes shoes, and their cult is called a 1-for-1 movement. Now, if you make a purchase of a shoe, they will give a shoe to someone that is in need throughout the world. Now, what it is actually something smart, because customers will actually like you for it, because you're doing something that no other business does, and you're doing the right thing for them. Now, this was the art of customer loyalty. So now I'm going to be talking about understanding your customers. So let's get right into it. Understanding your customers is key to giving them good service. Now, you have to remember, you have to deliver what you promised. You cannot say, if you buy these shoes, it will automatically make you fly or something like that. You can't obviously make up something like that, because you have to deliver what you promise. Now, put yourself in your customer's shoes. Understand how they feel and how they are willing to buy your products. Now, listen to your customers, because if you listen to them, you will know how they obviously feel about you and all that. If you want to call it, the best simple way, you could find out if your customers like you or anything, you could call them and ask them, oh, were you satisfied with the product that we gave you? Did you actually like it? And etc. Now, understanding your customers will help you decide if your product is good enough for your prices to be raised or something like that. Because think about it, if your product is doing very well and your sales are going up and stuff, you should think about, I should increase them because more people are buying into it, and I am doing the right thing for them. So another more harder way, but it actually helps more, is conducting a survey. Now, conducting a survey might be difficult at first, because you might think, many of my customers might not do this because I'm not giving them a reward. Well, if you give them a reward to completing the survey, they will most likely do this. Now, what this means is you tell them, if you do this survey, I'll give you a 25% percent discount on your next purchase that you make. Now, this will have motivation to your customer because they will think, wow, they're giving me, you know, a discount if I answer all these questions, and they're probably very simple. Now, when you're conducting this survey, you want to be straightforward. You want to think, oh, if I conduct this survey, this will make me learn and understand how my customers feel about me. Now, when you're creating the survey, you want to think, how could I improve, and how could I bring in more satisfaction to you. Now, a more simple way, what you should do is ask them, were you satisfied with my product? Did you like it? You know, etc. Now, when you're making the survey, you also want to make sure that you are being engaged, and you know, you are actually being very specific. You're not making it difficult for anyone to not understand it, is like what I'm saying. Because if you make it hard for someone to read, you know, they're obviously not going to be able to answer the question that you want them to answer. So yeah, also when you're making this survey, you want to remove bias. You want their opinions. Now, if it's like your first time, you know, conducting this survey, you want to make sure you could take negativity from people, because you know, some people will not be satisfied with their product. Many will not be happy with it. So you have to make sure that you could take criticism and all that. So yeah, to determine how your customers, okay, like let's say, okay, you launched your survey on your website, you want to determine how if people are looking at the survey or even paying attention to it, you want to use Google Analytics, which is honestly a very useful tool to anyone that does a survey, or even if you want more people on your website. Well, what it basically does is, if people are what Google Analytics does is, if people are on your website, it will determine how long they're on your website for. Now, if you see that someone is on your website for, let's say, 5 seconds, that will show that they either have no interest in your website, or they just don't like how it looks, to compare to someone that is looking at it for, like, you know, even like 10 minutes or 20, something like that. It will show that they obviously care about how your website looked, and they're more interact with it, they're more involved with it. Now, this data should obviously lead you to conclusions to make you know if my product is good, or even, you know, to see how many people are on your page. So yeah, this was my more informative ideas that I believe that you should know to increase your sales, or even like gaining customer loyalty or understanding your customers. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So